Bum 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 bada ba bada ba bum. Bum bada ba bada ba bum. Da 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 da. Hello, laces and jelly babies, and welcome to Elden Ring. So now just checking the audio levels there. So yes, hello, welcome. Hope you're enjoying yourself. We're having a decent start to the week. Also, I'm actually going to just quickly jump into the new game, but because it's way quieter and easier to do an intro for. So, by the way, I don't know if this is a new notification or not, but I did just get a notification about Pedikin following, so thank you very much for that. So yes, game is a lot of fun. I've currently got 3 playthroughs going at the moment. There was the first one that I started on launch night. It was Confessor. I went for a kind of Faith Paladin build. But it's actually more like a War Priest than a Paladin. I was a bit. I went more into Faith than I did the actual attack, or the physical attack part. I've got a Bandit run, which is basically my Arcane Bleed run, which is disgusting, even since its nerf. And then I went for Astrologer, because people keep saying that, like, it's easy to do magic, and magic's, like, broken and stuff, and I'm like, there's one spell that if you manage to land it off and you've got enough stamina, or you've got enough MP, and enough points invested, yeah, it can one-shot bosses, but it's... magic's not that great. It's definitely not as good as Faith. Like, it just is not. But I decided I'm going to do a Wretch playthrough. Start level 1 and work my way up from there. We're going to go a lady. Denzel. Oh. Washing. Ton. No. There we go. Wretch, keepsake. You know, I don't think I've actually done a playthrough yet. I've not picked the golden seed because it's an extra flask at the start, which is really good. Stone sword key is pretty good. Bewitching branch is pretty good. Boiled prawns are like it. It's a really good item. Fanged imp ashes would be pretty good, but you need to do some stuff before you can actually summon them. Bunch of runes to start off leveling and a wee bit extra health. Crackpot so you can make like throwing bombs and stuff. Bewitching branch basically makes an enemy friendly to you for a short period of time. It's Shabriri's Woe, which is basically just the like boosts your aggro, which is kind of a masochist run. don't think I've actually properly looked at the faces on these. Nightfolk, Warrior, Truth Seeker, Aristocrat, Loner, Northerner, Seafarer. I'll just go Warrior. I'm not going to go too particularly in depth here. I just don't like that haircut. So I'm changing it. Regular ponytail. Oof, that is one flat nose. Aye, up and out the way. Cool. And yeah, here we go, folks. We're gonna let the intro cinematic play out, because it's really fun. I like it. It's very nicely narrated. Does a good source, a good job of thingying. Setting up the world. But yeah, so I'll let you enjoy this.
Was shattered in our home, across the fog, the lands between. Now, Queen Marika the Eternal is nowhere to be found. And in the night of the Black Knives, Godwyn the Golden was first to perish. Soon, Marika's offspring, demigods all, claimed the shards of the Elden Ring. The mad taint of their newfound strength triggered the shattering. A war from which no lord arose. A war leading to abandonment by the greater will. Oh, rise now, ye tarnished, ye dead who yet live. The call of long-lost grace speaks to us all. Horalu, chieftain of the Badlands, the ever-brilliant Gold Mask. Fear, the deathbed companion, the loathsome Dung-Eater, and Sir Gideon Ofnir, the all-knowing. And one other, whom grace would again bless. A tarnished of no renown. Cross the fog to the lands between. To stand before the Elden Ring. and become the Elden Lord.
Helps put my mic back on, doesn't it? Oh. Anyway, so as I was saying, my plan for this build is basically just going to be a quality build. Just box standard, good strength, good dex, big health bar, smash enemies. So that boss is definitely beatable. Obviously, people have done it. But that's basically just there to, you're like, there's a first death. Although, technically, you don't even die. I think you can, but they're like, I was still standing. Like, clearly still standing. Also, I'm going to totally be rushing to a few places to do a few things to kind of scum my way through. The start, at least. So, you're going to be seeing some things done out of order, but hopefully it won't be too jarring for us.
Don't worry, Torrent. Fortune is on her side. We found her here after all.
Hey, Torrent.
One of her kind is sure to seek the Elden Ring. Even if it does violate the Golden Order.
Yep. Nice. I have Estus. Okay, it's not called Estus in this, but it's Estus. Down that way is the tutorial, and there's not really an awful lot worth doing in the tutorial. If you've already done it. But I'll do it anyway. Because why not? I'm pretty much just going to be running through it though. Grabbing some items. Not planning on fighting much. Nice. those messages basically just kind of let you know about. Well, the ones that are popping up are basically just to let me know about all the stuff that I'm running past. Stake America, it's like respawn point. Find them in front of just about every boss door. This is technically a boss. But he's not really. They literally just took a regular enemy and put a big red health bar. Just to kind of give you the basic idea of how boss fights go. I've got to say, it's probably the best tutorial that they've done. These. And I know technically this isn't a Dark Souls game, but it's a Dark Souls game coming. It's your multiplayer items. I'm not really planning on doing multiplayer, but if like people want to play with me for a bit, I don't mind. I'm not against it. Here we are, Limgrave. There's the air tree. And there's a big bad man that we don't look at or talk to or deal with.
Oh yes, tarnished, are we?
Yes,
Come
yes
to the
indeed.
lands between for the Elden Ring? Hmm? Of course you have. No shame in it. Unfortunately for you, however, you are maidenless.
Oh, see if I wouldn't get
Without the
absolutely
strength
stomped,
of runes,
smack you in the
and
face
without
right now.
an invitation to the round table hold, you are fated, it seems, to die in obscurity. Luckily for you, however, there is one shining ray of hope for even the maidenless. Me. Vare. Take care to listen. Are you familiar with grace? The golden light that gives life to you, tarnished. You may also behold its golden rays, pointing in a particular direction at
Like that.
times. That is the guidance
Ooh.
of grace, a path that a tarnished must travel. Indeed. Grace's guidance holds the answers. It will lead you, tarnished, to the path you are meant to follow, even if it leads you to your grave. Grace's guidance will reveal the path forward, most certainly, to Castle Stormvale, over on the cliff,
Yeah.
home of the decrepit demigod, Godric the Grafted.
Yeah, we're not going to be going there anytime soon. Nice. There will also be lots and lots and lots of animal murder going on, just to warn you. At least to start with. It's a great way to get items. And the like to get you started.
And I can also see
Oh,
that you're not after my throat.
of course I'm
And why
not.
not purchase a little something? I am Kale, purveyor of fine goods. I am of a nomadic people, selling wares as I travel. The land has been tainted by madness since the shattering of the Elden Ring. It's only tarnished like yourself, who keep things from drying up entirely. Let's say you're a very welcome customer.
Why, thank you.
You know, if you can spare the runes, you should buy yourself a crafting kit. A crafting kit allows you to make basic items on your own. Essential, really, if you intend to survive out here for any duration. The kit costs a bundle, and I admit I do take my cut. But the important thing is that you survive. Every customer counts, after all.
Don't actually think I've got enough to buy it yet. Oh, I do. Sweet. Another cool thing that this game added was these. Well, I don't know. I think these are in Sekiro. Like wee notes that kind of give you hints of information. I'm also not going to grab the torch just yet. I would have, but actually will I? They sell that upgrade material, which you might think, why are you selling weapon upgrade materials? Well, I'm not going to be upgrading anything anytime soon.
My warning, you've made an
So, I'm just going to quickly go through these, just to get the notifications out of the way. I can't remember exactly how it is. I think you need to spend like a couple of nights here. Or you need to spend like a couple of nights in general out in the world. Before the character that gives you spirit summoning shows up. And I also think you need Torrent the horse, goat, mount thing. Since I'm here, there's a wee cave, a wee mini dungeon thing. Not doing it right now. Oh. Aye. Resting here gives us a cutscene.
Greetings,
Hello.
traveler from beyond the fog. I am Melina. I offer you an accord. Have you heard of the Finger Maidens?
Yep.
They serve the Two Fingers, offering guidance and aid
Also,
to the Tarnish.
I don't know if you noticed, but her
But
tattoo
you,
over her
I am
eye
afraid,
looks like a
are
hand,
maidenless.
a claw that has 3
I can
fingers.
play the role of maiden, turning runes into strength
I don't actually know
to aid
if
you
it
in
is
your
or not, if it
search for
just
the
looks like it.
Elden Ring.
But
You need only take me with you
yeah,
to the foot of the Erd Tree. Then it's settled.
cool.
Summon
we can
me
level up.
by grace to turn runes into strength. Ah, another matter. I bequeath to you this ring. Use it to traverse great distances.
Thank you.
It will summon a spectral steed named Torrent. Torrent has chosen you. Treat him with respect.
Of course. See that like I'm some sort of ridiculous, disrespecting person. So yes, move. Gonna set that one down. Technically didn't actually need to kill him to get this item, but does make my life a wee bit easier. Wait for that guy to pass back here. I don't really want to fight two at once at the moment. That went way better than I thought it was gonna. Nicely done. So now we have two very good weapons to choose from when we start doing leveling. A map fragment. Cookies, nice, nice. You like to see it? Oh, back here. Pastime. Do a couple more nights just to see if she'll show up before I move on. Oh, actually, talk to Melina.
This tiny golden aura is the grace of the Erd Tree. This light once shone in the eyes of your tarnished brethren, but now it is all that guides you. Also, I hear. You can see them, can't you? The rays of grace. that guide you through your burden.
Yep.
Upon the cliff in Castle Stormvale is a shard bearer, a demigod, who inherited a fragment of the shattered Elden Ring. If the rays of grace signal the castle, then the Elden Ring beckons you. As an ally by pact, I pray that you are fit to face the challenge presented by the ring. Upon the cliff, a demigod. If the rays and the elder, as an ally,
Okay.
pray that you to face the. Upon the cliff,
Oh,
a demigod. If the rays of then the Elden Ring, as an ally, pray that to face the challenge.
cool. Not gonna lie, I really wanted to have my map. Right, cool. So this is the Elden Ring map, or at least a bit of it. Our next destination though is over here-ish, I want to say. Then we're going down this way. As I said, there's going to be a fair wee bit of sequence breaking for some of the stuff. Also, just checking the stats I need for these two weapons. 18 dex. So 8 levels for that. And 16 strength for that. Okay. Sorry, I thought I thought I accrued that in the horse. I'm like, nope. Oh man. Also expect a lot of cheese where possible. I'm not going to use like glitches or anything like that. Although if a boss's AI does like decide to refuse to work, then I'm not gonna thingy. I'm not gonna ignore the opportunity. Sit down, sit down. Right, so from here, a couple of things to do. Dude here we're going to talk to Yura.
You must be the new Tarnished. You do well to steer clear of a gill-like fledgling. The dragon roosts there, and it's as fearsome as it is majestic. So, unless you're mad, or wish to be burned alive, stay clear of the lake.
Cool. Will do. I don't know if you actually need to talk to him to start his quest, but I like to. Now I know this is us basically heading off in the opposite direction of where we were told to go. But to be honest, if we were to go there, I'm not good enough to beat the first major boss. It's all level 1 or rune level 1. very useful item there. Stone sword key. Helps unlock extra wee bits and pieces. Not gonna talk to that NPC over there just yet. Nice. So those wee things are scarabs. Some of them give you refills of your flasks. Some give you thingies. Some of them give you ashes of war like that, which are basically skills, the barbaric roar you can see. Is there anything here that I would even really want for now? Crimson Amber Town, medallions, kind of tempting. I think I'll get enough items to put together to sell to get it. I don't know. But I've unlocked this. Where is that? Oh yeah, that one. I'm gonna very quickly jump back to the Church of Ella to see if that NPC spawned. She did!
Tarnished. May I have a word? A pleasure to meet thee, Tarnished. I am the witch Renna. I do not tell of a Tarnished hurtling about atop a spectral steed.
It's kind of funny that
looking into the matter,
interesting
the talk
just how many Welsh folk
is of thee.
there are in this game.
Thou art possessed of
Not
the
complaining,
power,
just
to call forth a spectral steed named
it's not something you hear very often in video games.
As I had hoped, I was entrusted this for thee by Torrent's former master.
Ah, nice.
'Tis a bell for calling forth spirits. Summon them with it. From ash and return to the Erdtree, the spirits will obey thine command but briefly, as they recall battles past. Now it is thine, to do
Spirits
with
pretty
as
cool.
thou wishest. Forgive mine intrusion, Tarnished. I doubt we shall again meet. But all the same, learn well the lands between. How long will it be, I wonder? Tarnished tire of obeisance to the two fingers.
Who knows, Renna? Who knows? So now we've done that, we'll go back down here. Playing Zelda? Indeed, that's exactly what I'm playing, Tasha. Zelda, Ocarina of Time. A game that I have very little in the way of positive things to say about, but
Me? I'm searching for my purpose, given to me by my mother inside the Erdtree, long ago, for the reason that I yet live, burned and bodiless. There is something for which I must apologize. I've acted the Finger Maiden, yet can offer no guidance. I am no maiden.
huh,
My purpose
she lying.
was long ago lost.
Cool. pass time till the morning. Get rid of that big scary dude in the horse. And off we go. So how are you, Tasha? Yeah. You doing well? Hanging in there? I just realised I went the wrong way. I mean, I can go that way, but it's not as good. Now, despite all the scumminess that I am very open to be taking part of in the game. Oh, sorry to hear that, Tasha. So aye, that's at least you're having a positive outlook on it. That wasn't a pun about, you know, being positive. What's the enemies? Oh, something fell and died. One of my favourite things about this game is like there's times where enemy AI, as it goes to reset, basically just kills itself. It's a lot of fun. So, sadly, to deal with skeletons this time round, you need to give them a good wallop after you've defeated them, so that they actually stay dead. I'm tempted to grab that map piece. So I'm gonna. So a few more wee bits and pieces I need to grab before we can start doing sequence break stuff. So we can start leveling. Angry giant over there with a massive bow and arrow. Going to get an item that, if I'm not mistaken, was nerfed in the last big patch, but it's still pretty good. Oh, Jiminy! I need 14 strength. So the great thing about that is that it actually speeds up your stamina recovery. I don't know if anybody managed to catch that. I am currently naked. Well, I've got underwear on. But I'm currently naked because the character class that I started with, the Deprived, basically starts this way. Start level 1, so your stats are as low as they can be, but they're evenly spread out. I've got a basic 10 and everything. Have I got myself lost here? No, not yet, at least. And you get no armour and a club. And that's it. That's your lot. As a wretch. But don't worry, that'll hopefully change soon-ish. Just got a few more things to do. Itchy nose, itchy nose. Oh, on the right way. That fragment. Just made my life a tiny bit easier. There'll be no bear fighting today. Let's open that up. Grab the map fragment. I see you, Bly. Very helpful NPC over there.
Welcome, dear customer. Yes, right this way. Well, Carl, you please. I'm hungry.
Anything I actually really want to buy for this guy? No, especially no. Beast lure, exalted flesh. But I'll use them to sell these. Oh, forgot there's a. Oh, actually, there's a golden seed up here. So this is another kind of wee mini dungeony place called Fort Height. We will clear it out, but just not right now. This also isn't going to be like 100% run, but it's going to, I'm going to do my best to do as much as possible. Try and beat every boss that I can. Start leveling up my decks. 13, not bad. I just cleared out these. There we go. We are now level 4. Grave East. So where we're heading to is this place. Over here. Nice. I think I can go around that way. No, you go round and then up. I'm not gonna lie, I actually had a plan that was way quicker than this. Or at least I think it would have been way quicker than this. Of how to do this. But kinda changed my mind pretty much as I was doing it. I was like, do you know, I could deal with these wee bits and pieces first. You know, just get a few wee things done quicker. Of Church America, we have our wondrous flask of physic. Basically, it's an extra potion that lets us kind of level up, or you get like a bonus skill or ability while you use it. So I get half my max HP back when I drink it. Also, in case anybody was wondering, the thing I was doing with the other flasks, golden seeds, as you can see, I've now got 6 flasks total to split between healing and magic replenishment. They're also now +2. That's what the sacred tears are for. They upgrade basically how much you get back. So this is a fun wee portal. I found this completely by accident the very first time I started. Well, I'm not going to annoy him. And we're not going to annoy him over there. I do want to grab this. Grace. Very, very useful one. Item mines here. Thought there was. Oh well. A golden seed. Sadly, after your first 2 upgrades, how many you get? You need 2. So you need 1 for your first upgrade, 1 for your second, then you need 2 for each, and then so on and so forth. Well, after each second one, you need an extra one. Oh, that's not where I want to go. Not where I want to go at all. Oh. So, I'm poisoned, but poison isn't it's not great, but it's not the worst status ailment you can get. I'm bearing your sight of grace for our first spot of cheese. Take a wee sip though, just in case the poison got me before I managed to sit down.
Forgive me. I've been testing you
Right,
to
so
determine if the Elden Ring would truly have you, if you had the mettle to endure this long and arduous path. It seems my worries were unfounded. Torrent had your measure from the very start, whereas I merely pretended. There is but one other thing I can do to offer you guidance. I can take you to the Round Table Hold, gathering place of tarnished champions, guided by grace.
I will go there in a second. Now this is something that's a bit kind of...
Let my hand rest upon you for but a moment.
Might as well actually just go. But yeah, basically there's been a lot of kind of confusion about how to get her to pop up and take you to the Round Table Hold. Now, I don't know for certain, but I'm pretty sure that what you need to do is actually leave. Oh yeah, so the map's a bit bigger now. It gets progressively bigger as you head out, which is cool. It lets you kind of discover things. So this is all technical Limgrave. This place is called the Weeping Peninsula, so it's your first kind of not Limgrave area. But like, see the first time you sit at a grace in this area over here called Caelid. And there's another area over here called Liurnia. I'm pretty sure either of them actually is the first time you sit down at a grace at one of them is actually the trigger for it. Or you can beat first main boss of the game, Margit, who's here-ish. Yeah, you fight him here. But as I'd said before, we're not ready to face off against him. That's our lovely blacksmith, Master Hugh. This is the lady that gives you hugs, Fia. I'm not going to be talking to anybody. This is a Muppet called Gideon. This is a Muppet called Came? Ah no, he's the first faith person. This is Dialos. He's cool. I like him. Bit of a coward, but this is D. D's cool. What do you want? There's doors that open up in here for later. This is the shop. Start off with pretty, not limited, but like basic kind of weapons that you'd maybe use. Shield, some armour, a couple of decent PvP type items, some rune arcs, some more items. Memory stones will give you spell slots. I currently have 2. I think you start off basically with 2. And you need memory slot. For each memory slot you get a new stone, you get a new thingy slot. You also get stone sword keys here if you want. But we're not actually doing that just yet. Well, nothing really for us to do that just yet. Now, anybody who's played this before knows kind of what I'm about to do. And I very recently, I did it on my second and third playthroughs. A bit of cheese. Um, and it worked fine, but then I realised I hadn't actually killed them on my main playthrough, my paladin one. With oh, oh, you scumbag! Oh, you absolute scumbag! Oh, oh, revenge will be mine. Yeah. So that's the first death. No, actually, I'm in pastime again. So, sometimes he despawns and then goes to respawn, but where he respawns seems to be a bit janky. Because he seems to have respawned over here, where he normally respawns over there, which is why I was looking over there. But he didn't, so... Look just how little damage I actually did to him. Oh, you. So he seemed to have patched or fixed his AI a little bit. Come on. Come on. See, this is the problem with doing cheese. I got it consistently 3 times in a row before. And then it didn't work. Come on. This really should not be taking this long. Come on! Oh, come on! Oh, that is... We're gonna get him. I'm guessing you can kind of see what I'm going for. But yeah, as I said, his AI seems to have got improved slightly in the latest patch, which is annoying. Because they're a pretty consistent way of getting a fair bit of runes early on. does tend to work a bit better if you lure them. Fall! This is depressing. And also a little embarrassing. I can't get what is pretty simple cheese, or was, to work. Fall! Fall off! Fall off! Oh, I think he was falling there. See, the problem is you want to kind of stand where I was standing, but like the exact spot that you're not too far that he starts running back round to get you. But you kind of want to stand out here, and he can still get you sometimes, but it's... He also sometimes does that. And just won't fall off the cliff. It's infuriating. Ah, won't give me my souls. Yeah, saw that coming. I've got a couple more tries and then plan B. Do I have anything? Yeah, I didn't grab anything else. What am I doing? Is there like a tax I need to pay, die a certain amount of times on stream before you'll have his AI do daft things? Because that's fine if that's the case, but you know, let me know. No souls to pick up anyway. We'll come back to it. We'll go to plan B. Plan I didn't really want to do. Do I give it one more go? I'll give it another go. Last try on this and then we'll go elsewhere to get some souls. Like, is it too much to ask just to have some easy souls? Or runes? Like, am I really asking too much? Come on, I'm right here. Come on, do your leap. Do the leap. Don't you dare. Thank you. We also get a really good Ash reward out of it. So, what do I need? 14 strength for the shield. I need 18 dex. Cool. need 16 for the thingy, the sword. We'll put this up to 20 and start on endurance at 11. Got a lot more health now. Can actually survive a hit or two. Can use a lovely new weapon. That's all of them. Now we're going to get a boatload of souls. Really shouldn't do this, but I'm gonna. So this is what plan B would have been. Sadly, with starting it with a wretch, we didn't have the ability to this bleed weapon, which is why I grabbed the blood grease, just in case we needed it. But we don't. So this big dragon that you see here is Grail. Unfortunately, Grail currently is suffering from scarlet rot. There we go. Bleed. Now, great thing about bleed is it does a massive chunk of health after you build it up. One of the reasons why it's kind of broken at the moment. Now, there are a couple of ways to actually kill Grail. Like, they just have a massive amount of HP, which is the big problem. There we go, second bleed. Oh, that would probably take us about 6 bleed procs. Now, as I said, it's a bit, well, it's not a bit, it's very cheesy. But basically it's just levels that are sitting there waiting for you to take them. So I like to see why not. Because I'm very much part of the school of thinking that a win is a win is a win. Number 3. You might notice I'm actually doing a wee bit less damage than I was at the very start. And that is because Grail has an ability, when it does its roar, that red stuff that you see on me, is basically it's reduced my defense and it's reduced my attack. There we go, bleed number 3. Bit boring and laborious, but really worth it. And my attack went slightly up, so now Greol is recast. Yep. Bleed number 4. Now, unfortunately, you don't actually get bleed procs on bleed weapons if you don't have the stats required, or at least if you do get them, it takes an even more ridiculous amount of attacks to get it to proc. Oh, a few more hits. Bleed number 5. I'm not going to be surprised, by the way, if it actually takes a full bleed proc to kill him. I mean, I don't know, I might get lucky. Oh, I did. So the thing is, killing Greol actually kills us a bunch of other little dragons. I say little, just little compared to Greol. So you get a better part of 75,000 runes for killing all of them. Add that to the 40 you get from killing the Knight Cavalry, which is, and that's over 100,000, 110,000 runes, which sets you up pretty nicely. I'm thinking, I'm leaning towards doing it, starting off with Dex, just because there's a lot of really good Dex weapons that I've not really used. I'll do that for now. Gonna use the Lord Sworn Sword. Now, a few things we want to grab in here. First thing we want is actually in here. Heal. Oh, don't know why that happened. Oh, of Ah well, we'll come back for that alright after I rest. Oh. Take number 2. Also likely be participating throughout this run of age-old habit of thingy. Just run past enemies. This is where I meant to jump down. Oofed! Do you know what, actually? Not gonna lie, there was part of me was curious as to why I was, so actually I'll put the torch there. Why I bothered to try and fight the rats instead of running away. Oh, I got away with it being poisoned. Nice one. You might be wondering how I managed to die quite so quickly, despite the fact that I've just done all that levelling. We have the item that we wanted. Oh, oh! Nicely done if I do say so myself. There, by the way, folks. There we go. Nice. Still don't have any of that, but we now have a really good talisman. It'll up our damage, it'll up actually our health, our endurance, our strength and our dexterity by 5. Does cause us to take a lot more damage, but to be fair, we're not wearing armour right now. So that would be my next plan. Actually, well, also, cool wee trick. See when you're in the map, if you hit triangle, it brings up a list of all the graces that you've been to. Like that, and they're broken up by the regions. As you can see, Wheaton Peninsula is just part of Lungrave. And then you get Caelid and Round Table Hold. You don't actually need to go over to Round Table Holds, just hit square and it'll take you over there for you, which is quite nice.
You're a new no matter.
Lay out your arm. I see you've noticed the chains. Nothing special. I'm a prisoner and these are my chains. I'm trapped by the hole. I'm dying, smithing for you fools. That's all there is to it.
I'm not gonna lie, I like Hugh.
No, don't read too much into it. Well, no grudge against you. My being a prisoner is no fault of yours. Besides, I don't mind smithing. Despite my differences, the weapons get stronger all the same. Given time, technique never fails. Besides, it helps me forget the sheer terror of her.
Just gonna quickly sell all of them, and then off I go. Can finally solve the problem of being naked. Nice set of armour. Get decent defence. Got a torch now. Just going to do a couple more things before we kind of properly start the game now. All of this has basically just been prep. Oh, sorry. Oh, forgot about this dude. I really don't like that guy. Gonna get done in by a rat. Anybody else? Cool. Also, another big kind of issue that I've got right now is that my thingy words. Oh, that's terrible. My weapon is currently unupgraded. Wing Scythe, fun item. We're probably not going to use it this run at all because it needs 24 faith. But it's a really good scythe. I think it's worth a couple of hundred if I want to sell it. For runes, see that guy there? That big turtle Colosseum dude. Or mausoleum, sorry. Really cool. Sacred Tear. I'm not gonna lie, I'm actually tempted to show you how you... Basically, you don't want to be near these guys when their feet land. You want to clear these off the dude's feet. Oh, see, don't want to. I luckily don't need all of them, but all is. Oh, that was close. Oh, there we go. Once you clear enough of them off, the wee cuss marks, he decides to go clean up. Because his feet are happy and clean. Now the reason you want to go get these things is these mausoleums let you duplicate boss souls. Now we obviously don't have any boss souls right now, but well, they're called remembrances in this, but last wee thing to grab. Over here. See last, there's a few other things I could do really.
Well, there's been an age since I've seen a customer. How can I help here at the end of the earth?
Purchase. We are gonna grab this lantern. Because it's very, very handy. Oh, this guy's got smithing stone too, which is also quite handy. Do I buy a stone sword? I do. So let's make it 2 now. There's loads more to do here. But we'll head back to the Church of Ella.
Wait. Well, you're back. There are others of my people who yet survive in these lands. If the mood takes you and you meet one, then offer them some trade, won't you? My people, wanderers all have long been spurned by the grace of gold, which is why they cannot settle, but instead are forced into this pitiful, unceasing journey. But thanks to that, things are not so different for us now, though the Elden Ring is shattered. I think this makes us kindred spirits of sorts. Your people, the Tarnished, and mine, the howl of a wolf in the Mistwood.
Yep.
I suppose you'll still be skulking about. I know. Why not meet him for yourself? Next time you hear the wolf's howl, make this signal right under the source. Don't fret. There is nothing to fear. I just have an inkling the two of you might hit it off.
Nice. Anything I want to buy? Holy war pots, arrows, glowstones.
Goodbye.
Uh, oh, lots of teleporting about for the next few minutes. I was going to do the first dungeon. Before we finish today. Or what? The first first dungeon I'm going to be doing, at least. Now, supposedly there is a 003 smithing stone, 1 stone knife without. There's another thing that we can put in our under this flask of physic. But I don't see it. I have no idea what it is. Even in my main playthrough, I've never found it. Swordstone key.
Everyone's been grafted. Everyone who came with
One of my
me.
favourite NPCs.
They crossed the sea for me. They fought for me. Only to have their arms taken. Their legs taken. Even their heads taken. Taken and stuck to the spider. Did you know? If you're grafted by the spider, you become a chrysalid. It's quite a lark when you think about it.
Hilarious.
You're all on your own, are you? And heading to Stormvale Castle? Enticed by the one in the white mask, I suppose? Oh, you've come to be one with the spider? Well, that makes us 2 peas in a pod. But I
No,
don't
I'm
have
gonna
the
kill it.
courage. It's scary, you know, having your arms cut off, or legs, or your head. I want to be like everyone else, but I'm just too scared. I'm nothing but a craven.
Nice.
Oh, I know.
Very harsh.
Can you take this little one along with you?
Spirit jellyfish.
The poor thing deserves someone braver than myself. And the spirits look rather fondly upon you. It'll be glad of your company, I think, the little one.
I actually forgot to do this earlier. No, that's the one I want the lantern on. And I want jellyfish on that one. So I've got jellyfish there, wolves there, torrent there, and lantern.
It was a pleasure to see you. Oh, can you pass on a message for me? If you see the little chrysalids in Stormvale Castle, tell them I love them. And that, despite my craven heart, I'm sure I'll be joining their club soon enough. I'm finally getting the hang of this whole pain thing, you know. It was a pleasure to see. Oh, tell them I love them. I'm finally getting.
She's such a nice person. Just lots of bad things happen to her. Fort Height West. Actually thinking about it, if I got 2 seats, I do. Upgrade our flasks. And we'll use Sacred Tear. So we've actually, do you know what, in fact? No. Just gonna go 7 health flasks for now. We'll go do this. Right. This isn't the first dungeon I would want to do. Deal with this one then now though. Somehow this guy just didn't notice us. This guy doesn't know whether or not to attack them. 4 smithing stones, nice. Now we summon wolves. Hey, enough of that pumpkin head. That's actually what he's called. I don't think that guy dropped anything. What Pumpkinhead did? Sanctuary Stone, yeah. Come on, wolves! Let's go! Also just realised that Oofed! Right. Let the wolves deal with that while I come up here. Oh. Hey! I forgot he has that very, very good ability. Oofed. Thank you, Wolf. Bloody Slash. Such a good ability. Like, it's insane how good it is. Magic Warriors Cookbook 6. What is it that gives us? Oh, blood items. Nice. Got this guy on the ballista. flasks restored. Something over here, I can't remember what it is. Smithing stone, nice. One more, we can get this sword to +2. 5 blood rose. Now we have the other half of that medallion that we were looking for. First things first, I'm going to fast travel back there to this race so I can get my Flask of Wondrous Physic back. Sure I'm heading the right way? I'm heading the exact wrong way. Great. So that is going to be, that's our buddy Blythe. Now we use the finger snap. Sorry, that one, and that one look almost identical. That one, the arm's slightly more bent, but like that one and that one are almost completely identical. Test that.
Who goes there? Carly sent you, did he? Ever the bloody busybody.
That's sword.
Maybe to him you don't seem so strange. The name's Blythe. I'm looking for a man who goes by Darroway. He fled somewhere nearby. Or so I've heard. Come tell me if you find him before I do. I can offer you ample reward.
Will do.
Darrowell is nothing but a traitor, and in need of a fitting end to his tale.
Cool. Now we've started his quest line, which is great. Can't remember what this is, actually, now I think about it. A smithing stone too! Very worth it. Gate front. There's also actually a very useful item over there that I will grab after I get this Grace. I would have got it earlier, but it's a bit riskier when you have like no armour and no levels. So I'll reset everything. Head over this way. There we go. one more wolf, I think. This way. What we came here for, Ash of War and the Whetstone Knife. Whetstone Knife lets you change the Ash of War on items, or weapons and shields and stuff. Time for the first dungeon. Now also, if I'm not mistaken, be like our first proper boss, I think. Those things are called land squirts. They're weird. That's a giant crab. I run away from those. You might be wondering, why did you send the lift down? Reason for that was that wanted to look for items. And pretty much every cave system like this has this at the start of it. Like, you can take the lift down or you can do that. I don't think there's always items, but most of the time there is. Also, something worth noting, see, until you defeat the boss for these dungeons, you can't actually fast travel out. You can fast travel to them, but not out of them. Now these guys have a lot of defense. They also, unfortunately, if you only hit them with a one-handed, with your weapon one-handed, your weapon bounces off them. Like, they don't have like a lot of health. Even later on, still got relatively non-existent health. But like their defense is just through the roof. I actually meant to go for a backstab there and I hit the wrong button. I would say, could you believe it? But it's very believable. Hey, enough of that. Not a fan of rats. Oh, smithing stone. Basically, these cave systems are pretty much where you go to get lots of smithing stones for upgrades for your weapons. They don't need to break all that stuff. I just really like to. once again on the left, so roll off the side, look for items, follow the path, round. There is a platform over there, that's where the boss is actually. Kinda tricks you a wee bit. So it's like, oh yeah, you get down to the bottom, you think you're going to get to the boss, and then no, actually, there is no boss down here. Oh. Here we go. I think there's anything else in here? No. I'm actually doing pretty decent damage considering that the weapon is unupgraded. It's also not the best item or weapon to use, just in general. It's not bad, it's pretty good, especially to start with, but there's way better weapons that we'll get. Also a whole bunch of weapons that I've never used before because I just don't have the stats for it in my main game. Those guys have lanterns that spew fire out of rather indiscriminately. Oh, got an extra smithing stone there and an explosive stone. Nice. So those guys do actually drop smithing stones, it just takes a while. Your arcane is your luck stat. That kind of determines. How much or how little you get in terms of item drops. Another smithing stone drop. It's actually not too bad. Actually, it's pretty fantastic, to be honest. You might wonder why I'm sending all these down. Just in case, really. Oh, I don't think there are any secret passages in here. But somber smithing stone 1. That's what they use to replace twinkling titanite in this game. So it's like your fancy weapons. Here's the first boss that we're fighting. Now this could very well result in a death. Now you might wonder why I went for the jellyfish over the wolves, but it's pretty simple that jellyfish can actually poison. Oh no. Oof. But maybe I've actually just made up like the jellyfish poisons him. I mean, like the roar medallion. Sadly, not something we're going to really use this trip. Oh, this playthrough. Oh, sorry, I was about to sneeze there. But aye, so that's the first dungeon and the first boss. Way over leveled for this area now. Especially the extra dungeons and bosses. Because to be honest, we really should be about level 37 at the time that we get here. So, trying to think what else to do. We'll go here, we'll grab what I think is probably going to be the weapon we start with. Because it's lots and lots of fun. Or it seems like it's lots of fun. I don't know. But having a turtle shield on my back means that I'm not really going to do a lot of walking. Well, 2 treasure chests to be found in these particular set of runes. Yes, twin blade. Many thingies. 16. We're not going to go for the second chest because the second chest is pain and misery. We are, however, gonna go up here and fight a boss. That's a stake of Marika. Now these are Everjails. Basically, they're kind of one-off, supposed to be duels against kind of powerful-ish enemies. Some of them are like really powerful, but some of them Blythe. He's going to help us out. Also, does helps us with.
Sells no true justice. No. This is where it ends for you.
Gonna put Holy on our weapon. And now we'll summon him. There we go. We've got the Bloodhound's Fang, another weapon I'm thinking about using because it's pretty. I've seen other people using it and it looks fun, but as I said, never really had the stats for it. So yeah, we'll talk to Blythe.
There you are. Had to work for it, but it's done. Don't say I'm not a man of my word. Here's your prize.
Silver smithing stone too.
Oh yes. I should say. If you venture north to Ray Lucaria and come across a venerable blacksmith who's a little on the large side, tell him I sent you, and he'll be sure to treat you right. I owe you one, I reckon. That's enough
you're
chit-chat
good,
for now. It's time we parted ways.
Fair enough, right. So yeah, I'm going to end things there for today. Head back to the round table. Yeah. Guess I'll talk to Gideon.
I can't remember the last time the new Tarnished made their way to the round table. Very well. As your senior, I bid you welcome. It is safe
Cheers.
here. You may let down your guard.
The skeleton dude over there actually works for him. His name's Ensha. Oh, actually. She's not spawned in yet. It's going to upgrade this.
Well, I took you for no matter, it's lay out your arms.
That +2. That +3. Now the leveling for these is different. Regular weapons, they use the regular smithing stones. I don't know for definite, but it feels like that they level up in, or like, see the first 3 levels, that's, so +1, +2, +3, you need smithing stone 1. Now, once again, I don't have definitive proof of this, but I'm fairly certain that you need to have it at +3 to have have your regular weapon at +3 to have it equivalent of +1 of that. Obviously that's +2, so need to start finding level 2 stones. I don't know where to get them. I'll probably farm a little bit off stream, but not too much. As of yet, yes. And yeah, that's going to be us for now. I'm not going to do too much changing of the build. If I do any more levels, it'll pretty much just be putting strength up to 20. Like that, so it kind of fits in line the others. But aye, so I'll be back probably Thursday. I might do a wee stream tomorrow. I don't know, but I'll definitely be back Thursday with more of this. And we'll actually, this has been kind of like a prep session, getting everything ready for us kind of going in. So yeah, we'll do the Weeping Peninsula on Thursday. Depending on how quickly we do it, might even actually get into Stormvale Castle. I don't think we'll beat Stormvale, but we might. You never know. Anyway, so aye. As always, if you haven't already, been much appreciated if you hit the follow button. Also, if you can if you follow me on Twitter at Ghostbox Inc, that's INK. I post there before I go live, just in case Twitch is thingy acting up. But yeah, and then so back Thursday definitely at 5:30 usual time, and if not a little before, on Wednesday. So hope you've enjoyed yourselves. I have. This has been Elden Ring. And I'm Denzel Washington. Thanks for watching, folks. Bye bye.